welcome to the video. Thanks for tuning in. This video is a really brief look at the MBM Draw System for November. I should have kept it up to date daily. It's always my aim to do that, but I never do. So you'll see me in the video going through and find out what the results are as you do. But I'll cut away. I won't sort of show you everything that I'm doing, and then we'll come back and have a look at the end at how we actually did, whether we made a profit or a loss, what sort of runs we had, and yeah. It'll be quite interesting to find out for me too, because as I say, I hadn't before doing this video been checking the results. It will end quite abruptly because I heard my wife come down the stairs, and I don't like doing videos when there's people around because I get embarrassed. I'm not really a proper YouTuber. So I don't get a chance to say, please like and subscribe and look at you get the idea though. At the end, there will be videos there for you to watch. And please do like and subscribe. And I'll be back with some more fresh content soon. What else is to say about the video? Not much. It's affected by the World Cup purely because there's not as many selections. A lot of the leagues that are still running don't necessarily show up in the filter for the draws because it's quite a specific filter. So the actual results that are on the spreadsheet aren't affected by the World Cup, of course. They're still, if they show up, they show up. It doesn't matter what league they're in. I'll stand by the sort of selections. But there are just many days, I think there's about 4 or 5 days that there aren't any selections, which is pretty unusual. Normally all year round we get selections. So because there's so few leagues playing, because of the World Cup, it's affected the amount. So if you see that there's not as many bets this month as there were in previous months, that's why. The ones that are there, that's fine. They obviously aren't affected by the World Cup. Once they show up in the filter, we're good to go, but there aren't as many. Have a look, and we'll show you how we get on, and you can watch along with me. Cool. See you soon. So we're going to carry on and fill in this MBM Draw results spreadsheet for November. So I'm just going through and catching up basically. I should have done this as it was going along, but I never do. So on the 26th we're done, so we're going to look over to the 27th. So what I'm doing is just going back through the spreadsheets that were sent out to members, opening them back up, seeing what the draw results were, and copying and pasting, draw selections were, copying and pasting them over to the spreadsheet, and going into SofaScore to check what the actual scores were, and hopefully we'll get some draws. It's been crap since I've been started doing it, just on a run of like nonsense, like one there. A couple of these are yellow that I've got to fill in, but still. Okay, so let's have a look. So Thailand first. We need the 27th. Yeah, it's a bit laborious. This, you can see why I sort of get behind. Well, maybe you can't, but once I've missed a couple of days, I'm like, oh, I've got other stuff to do. I can't be asked for that. It takes ages. I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, the usual procrastinating. So Thailand, what are we looking for? Conking away. Yeah, okay. So 1-1, sweet. That was one that I took the day before, and the date was wrong. I do get the date wrong sometimes. It isn't just me. Some of these sites, with especially the games in Asia, they say it's one day, and then you go to put a bet on, and it's actually the next day. And like, I take my sort of cue from them. Sometimes it's me, but a lot of the times it genuinely isn't. So Italy Serie B. Let's have a look at that one. So sometimes I tipped that one yesterday. It wasn't there, but then at least when we did wait, it did come in. Okay, another 2-2 there. See, I said to you that I've been doing rubbish, and then it's coming. A couple have come in. Beautiful. Guatemala. Will it be 3 in a row? Greece. Guatemala. Is it Ginger? Ah, man, I thought it was this one. It begins with an X. Not many countries will have 2 teams that begin with an X, will they? 0-1. Swine. 0-1. Was that close? 82 minutes. So close to being a triple. Right, okay. So I'll go through and finish this off and show you what we got at the end. Right then, back on it. We've finished filling in all the results. There weren't many to do after the ones I've shown you, so we'll have a look at, I haven't done this yet, so we'll have a look at how we got on. In the first half of the month, we were pretty good. We were 1870 up. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be that high at the end. I'm hoping, if you look at the run we had, it's not ideal. I'm hoping that we might stay in profit. But let's have a look. So if I drag these down, it will tell us what's been going on. Oh, sweet. Yeah, okay. £9.40 in profit at £2 level stakes. So I'm happy with that. Any winning month, I'm happy with. Obviously, I'd rather massively higher than that. And it's not as good as sort of some of the previous months, but I'll take that all day. So if you'd been putting £20 on each level stakes bet throughout the month, you'd be £94 up, which is not to be sneezed at. It got hairy in the middle there, though. I'm not going to lie. So whether anybody would have carried on, but if you are doing this sort of betting on sort of draw betting with relatively long odds, you've got to expect the runs. I draw that into people all the time, and you've got to be prepared to sort of last it out. And that's not meaning be irresponsible and keep throwing money at things. It might not be for you if that's your sort of take on it, that after 5 or 6, 7 losing bets that you got to get out and have a stop loss. That's brilliant. Have a stop loss. I wouldn't say it's not for you. Have a stop loss and then start again. But some people who are really used to and experienced in doing this sort of model will carry on going, and it's not increasing stakes that I'm talking about now, it's level stakes, and see it as a whole month, a block of a month, rather than 9 games isolated out of that month that lose. They'll be looking at the bigger picture. And so if we do look at that, I mean, if we look here, how many have we got here? 8. So we've lost 8 in a row there, punctuated by 1, and then another 7 is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So obviously that was difficult, but then you can see we really got back on track at the end of the month. And in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 games, we were 685 up. So that's really good. But yeah, there's no denying it was a little bit dodgy in the middle there. Let's make these green so that we can just sort of see a little bit better how we were doing, because I find it easier with the colour to sort of identify the runs. Yeah, so a positive outcome in the end. It didn't look like it was going to be at one point. Did we get 3 in a row there? No, we didn't. That one's a loss, isn't it? So yeah, that's probably as much as you need to see. I don't think you're going to want to watch me colour all this in, do you really? So ultimately, a winning month, and yeah, very up and down. It has been affected by the World Cup because a lot of the leagues that are left aren't necessarily in my filters. So there were quite a few days that didn't have any selections. If you look down through the dates, 16th, no 17th, there was no 15th, no 25th, and I think 27th, no 28th. So you can see that there were a few days that we didn't have any selections, which is unusual. So yeah, see you later.